Would you like more joy in your life? My name is Taryn DeVere and my purpose is to bring and share joy. What is joy? What are some blocks to joy? And how can we have more of it? On my calling card, it says Taryn DeVere, Joy Bringer. Now, I call myself a joy bringer because at the time that I was getting my card made up, I was trying to figure out what on earth I could put on there that would encapsulate all the many, many things that I do. And my partner said, put down joy bringer. You are a joy bringer. And I thought, yeah, that is what I do. That is what I'm about. I'm about bringing joy. And so I put joy bringer, and since then I've become a professional joy bringer. I largely bring joy through my kind of elaborate outfits and the way that I interact with people, because I'm empathic and kind and I really like people and I like hearing people's stories, and people tend to respond to that, understandably. In my years of being a joy bringer, I have noticed that there are two main ways that people respond to me and the joy that I bring. One of those are people who just delight. They take absolute delight in me and everything about me and the way that I am in the world and how I look, and they often want to come up and talk to me, or I get smiles from strangers, waves, beeps from car horns, people waving madly at me on trains, all sorts of efforts at kind of interacting with me, and people's faces can just really light up when they see me, and it's a really beautiful thing, and I feel very privileged that I get to experience so much delight, that my very being seems to bring so much delight for people, and that's a gorgeous thing. And the second type of people who respond to me are what I call the pursed lip disapprovers, and that is people who, when they see me, they physically begin to close down, and so their lips purse and they look quite disapproving, and you know, they're not happy about me being in the world at all, and they're not happy about me being out there being my fabulous self. I quite enjoy that type of a person. When I see them, you know, I get joy from them, even though sadly they're not open to the joy that I bring. I get joy from them. I understand these pursed lip people, they really struggle with me and the joy that I bring, and I would go so far as to say that they might even be mistrustful of it. And I think that's a thing I see a lot of in Ireland, which is where I live, is this real mistrust of joy, which I guess is an understandable response given the colonialist history of Ireland and the oppression and the genocide of the Irish people during the famine and all of that. I get it, but there is kind of a culture of mistrust here. But my type of joy does tend to bypass a lot of that, and I think it's because I get a bit of a pass because I wasn't born here and I don't have an Irish accent, although people in Australia think I have an Irish accent. But oh, this is pretty. This is going to be nice. I'll do something nice with that. Step one to experiencing more joy in your life is to figure out what your own relationship with joy is like. How do you respond to people who are dressing flamboyantly? I'm guessing well, because you're here with me. But how do you respond when you see a couple in love, or when you see a group of people laughing and clearly having a really good time? What kind of feelings does that create within you? If there's any feelings of discomfort around seeing other people experience joy, then that could be a signifier that you yourself have a block to joy. I invite you to spend some time thinking or writing about your relationship with joy, and how you feel about the word, how you feel about joy in your own life, and how it makes you feel when you see other people experiencing joy. This is the first step to opening you up to having more joy in your life. Save this video and follow me for more tips on joy.